owner of the vehicle, he is the owner and he is the driver at the time of accident. So this is the long view of the vehicle. Vehicle was lying this test, and after the, because when it has come off the road and it was fell on the fields, and that was kept separately like this.
Yeah, can I just stop there?
Yeah.
For a crash investigator, that vehicle damage already tells you about something about speed. Now, just looking at the vehicle damage, you can already see this was speed. It was an element of speed, yeah.
And the rolling is proof of this road damage.
Yeah.
That was a vehicle was rolled.
Yeah.
And this is of course, the vehicle was going like this. This road, yellow dot arrows lead to the Hyderabad to Bangalore, and this is Bangalore to Hyderabad. And this from this particular point, the vehicle was airborne, and this is a final resting point over here, the red dot. And there's a bus which you can see here. This is how the vehicle was coming, and it was off the road from here. And you see this figure, this is the vehicle. At the time of after the accident, immediately the photo was taken. In fact, I went after 15 to 20 days of the accident when the vehicle was removed. But this is the location where the when off the vehicle, this is the landmark of the road mileage one, and it was jumped and it touched the ground, rolling down, and this is a final resting point of the vehicle. This is a final resting position. When I went over there, the vehicle was removed, kept this area, and we made the man to stand over there to have identified the spot and to just explain in the photograph that this is the final resting position. This is how the vehicle looks. This is at the time of where was the vehicle lying, final resting point, the photograph was taken, and this is the airborne, touch the ground, roll down over it. And this is how it is. You can imagine only the rear. And you see this. 1, 2, 3 photos. And the main doubt for the insurance company is this. Rear end bumper doesn't have any damages. How the vehicle can get so much of damage? It's maybe stage managed or fabricated or to put a fraudulent claim on the insurance company. This is the main reason why it is triggered for investigation. Otherwise, all the claims will not come for investigation or accident reconstruction. When they have it suspicious about the case, then this is how everything, no scratches are there. But the fact is that the moment it is airborne, hit to the ground, this is dislodged from the vehicle. The rear bumper. So that is how it looks. Of course, no provision over there to have an examine underneath. I have to crawl down and just examine that what was the condition of the vehicle. Because the owner of the vehicle is not there, insurance company cannot bear the expenditure to leave the vehicle, to arrange the claim, and we have to do the duty after some time when there no resources are available. This is the frontal impact. And this is the owner cum driver who had only sustained a hand fracture and the bruise injuries were there. And this is the metal folds here which are put the ply cards over there, and this is 3 areas metal folds over there, and the metal folds only more on found on the left side of the vehicle. Comparing the right side and the right exterior and left exterior, we have found the more damages on the left side. And this is the metal folds, how they behave in any accidental reconstruction. Whenever the metal folds are there, then a huge impact was taken place. And you see this metal fold here, and this metal fold here, and this metal fold here. Apart from the folding, there is a friction develops and the paint erosion will take place. That is the evidence that there is a huge impact over there. Exterior damage is found on left side of the exterior there compared to the right side. When both you have a matrix development of the right side and left side, and you have more on the left side of it. And you see this is the area, this left side type, it was dislocated area. And the brakes, we see that examine all the type 4 wheels, to just confirm that whether brake was applied or not. When the brake application was there, there is a rubber melting was there. Definitely after some time, as I said, that skid marks will go off or number of skid marks will take place. You get in confusion that which is related to it. But the evidence which we follow that to look into all the 4 tires. That is the reason we have to crawl down whether any tire marks or the tire degradation is there or not. Right side and left side front tires. So don't know, there is nothing like that. That means that driver was not conscious enough to have what is happening to the situation all that. And this is the vegetation which is normally a bush, but it was open up like this because of that impact of the first ground contact of the airborne vehicle has come on. So this, it was landed over this like this, it was like this. Then rolled down on the first impact was on the left side. And this is the registration plate, debris were formed. And the both right side wheels are intact, these 2 wheels are intact, but the massive damage is extensive damage found on the left side. The curve damages which you can see on this one. So this is the left side front tire and this is the rear tire, and this is how we come out to the conclusion of this marks. And this is the main important yesterday what we are discussing. Of course, now no more the vehicle carry this particular lamp levels, and this is how this yesterday we are discussing. This particular lamp had a crack. Vacuum is went out, but the filament is intact. Nothing happened to the filament. The brake lamp it is, not that lamp. It's a daylight, morning 8:40 is the accident. It's a brake lamp. The brake lamp doesn't have any filament disturbance or expand something. This is intact. The moment have impact, if it is working, the brake was applied, it definitely is functioning. The filament, tungsten filament, the metal called tungsten, that filament will be taken care of and it will expand. But nothing was there. Then it was arrived to a conclusion that without discussing the owner or driver of the vehicle, this is the technical evidence. Otherwise, you can call it the demonstrative evidence. This demonstrative evidence speaks about that the particular time of accident, brake was not applied. Of course, it's a brand new vehicle. This is how it happened. This is like this. This is supposed to be this is the intended path of that vehicle, but it is taken up like this. This is how it is. From here, this is the touch which I explained the bushes, and from here rolling down, it moved forward, and then after that started rolling it, the final resting position. And this is the where you found it your rear end. Of course, this is what the formula that time I have applied 2015, right? But fortunate why this particular case I am highlighting is that by applying this formula equation, it was come to 191.5 km/h. Then after that, we did calculation of a crossing a toll gate where it will be get registered CCTV camera where he has to pay the amount. That particular timing from that particular toll gate to the location of the accident, the distance and the speed we calculated. So that is how we calculated 170 and that is 191. So close to that. But the beauty part of the entire investigation is that the owner of the vehicle agreed for the speed. 191 km. Yes, I was driving for 190. So that was the power of the technical calculation and the application of formulas. He agreed for that. And of course, Clays what paid 100 rupees supposed to get it, he got 75 rupees. So the reason by explaining that how effectively on the field, the formulas which we server explained to us and how they are really going to help us when you come back to your own calculations. So maths doesn't go wrong any point of time at any place. Everywhere 2 2 is a 4. Same way this applied. This is what I want to share. Thank you very much.